No more testing, no more practice. This is the real deal, and it's make or break here at round one of this year's Formula One World Championship. Formula One returns to the desert today on this exceptional 3.36 mile circuit. 15 corners provide plenty of overtaking opportunities. It could be a strategic race, this one, with Sakir notorious for eating up the rear tyres. Watch out for drivers managing their rubber at some points during the Grand Prix. So here we are in 2021 at the start of another Formula One World Championship. It all begins here. Mercedes looking to retain their hold on the title. Red Bull seeking to secure their position as the main contender for that title. Ferrari no doubt hoping for a fresh start following their difficulties last year. And elsewhere on the grid, the prospect of some really exciting battles, including between the newly rebranded Aston Martin and Alpine teams. Lots to discuss then with Anthony Davidson, who's joined me in the commentary box for today's event.
It's good to be back, Crofty. Let's hope for some good racing today. We can't know at this point how competitive these teams are relative to each other, but hopefully nobody is able to run and hide. We want to see these drivers pushing to the limit all the way to the checkered flag.
Here for a new video today on F1 2021 for our McLaren career mode. And we are here in Bahrain, and this is actually part 2 of the Bahrain Grand Prix weekend. We had qualifying uploaded yesterday on this channel, so I should have that linked at the top right of your screen. But yes, we did an okay quality job. We only got P7 though, and our teammate got P5, so obviously there's always time to be found, but that's all we could do in that session. But anyway, here we are down on the grid for the race then. It's a 14 lap race, and we are going to be doing the one-stop strategy from the soft tyres to the medium tyres, and we're going to be having 15.1 laps of fuel in our car for the 14 laps. So yeah, there we go. So without further ado, let's get on to the lights then. Here, get the car revved up, and it's 5 red lights and it's lights out, and away we go. It's an okay start for us, not brilliant, but we've already got signs off the restart, but it's a good start for Pierre Gasly if anybody's had one, and he sent it to the inside. The Frenchman already making moves, and we have to brake in the middle of the corner just to make sure we don't even hit him. But it's a good start from both AlphaTauris here, but we haven't made the place, and I said that too soon as we send it on the inside of Pierre Gasly. We're not spending any time behind him, but now we've got track down Lewis Hamilton. He's on the medium tyres, so he's on a completely different strategy to us, so we need to work past him as quick as we can. And we get a lot of wheel spin outside of turn 8, and that's going to enable Pierre Gasly to have a good look at us. But we're going to hold on through turn 10. But however, that's really compromised our closing speed on Lewis Hamilton then, because the gap was already up to 9/10 then. So we've got to go extra super sane mode to close that back up to the Mercedes in this McLaren. But from what I know about qualifying, we did get a lot of time found at the exit of turn 13, and it seems to be doing the same here in the race, as we just closed so much up to Lewis Hamilton then, out with a turn 13. But it's a purple first sector at the end, and that's a slow moving Williams at the last corner there at the bottom left of your screen. But now we're right back in it with the Mercedes, as we make a little mistake going over too much of the curb at the first corner, and that's a simple mistake and won't cost us too much time hopefully. But on the back of Lewis, can we do anything? Not quite, but it looks like Sergio Perez is really storming out in front in this Bahrain GP. Obviously winning the Sakir GP in 2020 back with Racing Point, so he obviously has a bit of knowledge of the circuit. So yeah, it looks like Pierre Gasly actually had to pit though. That's interesting to note. Maybe we gave him a bit of damage when he sent it at turn 10. I wouldn't have meant to, but it's obviously so touch and go in these cars, so any mistakes are big mistakes sometimes. But yeah, we're really closing on Lewis Hamilton through this final sector, and we're going to get a good exit hopefully out the final corner. Can we challenge Lewis Hamilton down this straight? Yes we can. We're closing. We're going to pull out alongside him to the left, and can we send it on the brakes into the first corner? Yes we can, but he's going to try and stick with us, but we're not going to let him. And we're going to make sure we have DRS up here, and he doesn't, I don't think. Oh no, he does. He must have got it off Norris. But yeah, we are now ahead of the 7-time world champion. But now right in the back of our teammate as we go purple in the first sector. That's always good to see. And that we got a lot of oversteer on that, on the exit, I believe turn 7. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, coming through turn 10, it's a bit wide. We don't clip the apex. That's going to give Lewis Hamilton a great momentum that he needs to try and get past this again. But I think we're going to be able to hold him off as he's too far back this time around. Also, we have DRS from Lando Norris up in front. So yeah, there's that. But now we're 4 tenths up on our personal best. And if we can get a good exit, which we did, we're obviously going to get DRS once again from Lando Norris. Can we challenge our teammate down this main straight like we did with Lewis Hamilton? I don't know if we can. Not as we go purple in the final sector. I don't think we are going to be able to this time, because I think we're starting to form a DRS train. But now up the hill through turn 2. Now turn 3 as we get a bit squirrely on the rear end. Or in the words of Sebastian Vettel, a bit loosey-goosey. But yeah, we're trying to find a way past Lando. Because I reckon I've got more momentum than him. And more speed, obviously. So I reckon if he could let me out of the way, I could possibly challenge Verstappen, who is on the medium tyres. As we get another slap of wheel spin on the exit of turn 8, like we did on the first lap. Something just don't want to seem to click with the car around there. But yeah, we're just trying to follow. Just trying to follow these guys. And we go wide at turn 12. That's going to compromise our exit a bit onto turn 13. And as you can see, we have definitely formed a DRS train now. This is only bad news, because we're not going to be able to do anything on track. So I think this is going to all come down to strategy here in Bahrain. But, and talking of strategy, we have it literally right now. We're boxing this lap, but we send it around. Can we send it on Lando Norris around the outside up turn 2? Yes we can. We've got our teammate who is much more experienced than us, but we just caught him a bit napping there, and we've moved ourselves up into P4 at a late move on him. So that's good work from us. But I'm going to see if we can undercut Verstappen and Bottas, because you never know, we might be able to get second here. But obviously they're going to pit onto the soft tyres, while we're going to pit onto the medium tyres. So we're going to be at a more disadvantage on tyres, and also because they're in a quicker car than us. As we run wide through turn 11. That's not going to help us at all with trying to stay with it in Verstappen CRS, but it won't really matter because obviously we are pitting this up. So I believe nobody else is going to come in for a pit stop, unless I'm wrong. But yeah, we're going to come in now. There we go. Into the pits we go now. What can the team do for us here? It's a very slow stop. 2.9 seconds. What is that? Okay. But now the question is, where are we going to come out? Are we going to come out the head of the Haas? Most probably not, unless we get the foot down. Yes, we are. We're going to come out ahead of Nikita Mazepin. Okay, let's see where we are at the end of this lap, because I reckon this is when people will start pitting. So here we are at the end of lap 6, and this is when we're going to see what we have managed to do on this out lap. So we are going to get DRS from Antonio Giovinazzi, who also stays out there. That's interesting to note. And I believe we are going to be able to get out ahead of Lando easily. So we just need to keep pushing now until the other guys pit for the likes of the 2 Mercedes and Max Verstappen. Because Checo has now come into the pits. And he's ahead by 2 cars, so he's P8 at the moment, which is a net P1, I believe. But yeah, I've just gone fastest in the first sector as we tried to close up to Mick Schumacher to get that nice DRS. But yeah, let's see where we are in a couple of laps time. See if we do come out ahead of. Moving on to lap 9 then. Bottas and Verstappen have pitted and we have come out ahead of them. So technically we are on for a podium now. But the key thing is these guys are all on softs. So, in the words of Fernando Alonso, we need to defend like a lion. So yeah. Let's see what we can do. So here comes Lewis Hamilton already at turn 9. But we're going to close that door very quickly. Because this is when the first wave of attacks will become clear. What I might try and do actually is let Lewis pass. I know this could be seen as a bit cheeky, but let Lewis pass before the DRS zone with the DRS detection point. Get the DRS so we have half a chance of staying ahead. But Bottas is coming at a rate of knots. There's no way of defending that. But we're going to still send it and defend like a lion into turn 1. So we keep P2 somehow. But here comes the Dutchman of Max Verstappen. We're going to go defensive to the inside. We're going to send him the long way around and he backs out. So that's the first wave of attacks cleared. Let's see what they throw at us later in this race, because we have to defend like this for 5 laps time. So here we are on lap 10. We're just going to back off the throttle and we're going to let Max Verstappen through. And oh my god. Okay, I'm pitting. Okay, that is crucial for this race. Okay, I'm going on to the soft tyres. This could be a bad call. I really hope it isn't. But we are going to get held up in a lot of traffic. We could have just bottled this. Oh, I may have just bottled this whole race. Oh, and apparently we can't be ahead of Leclerc. Oh no. I've screwed this up. Oh. Oh, why did I pit? So here we are. safety car in this lap. So we're going to have 2 laps of racing to finish off this race. And I bottled it. That is basically, to put it bluntly, so I don't know what to do. Just push as hard as I can. Try and catch Leclerc napping at this race start. And oh no, we've striked too early. Okay, we've just bottled the safety car restart. No, so here we are for the safety car restart, and we've got an illegal overtake on Leclerc somehow. But Leclerc sends it into turn 1 on Fernando Alonso, the ex-Ferrari driver. And they're going so slow up through turn 3. Nearly ram into the back of Leclerc. But we're going to send Leclerc defensive. But we're going to swoop around the outside, hopefully. Yes, we do. So we're back into the points. But we've still got lots of work to do. So we need to utilise this fresher rubber. And we're going to get to work immediately. And well, no, we're not. If Alonso don't want to give us any space. And if I just say my best Alonso impression all the time, you have to leave the space. Which clearly he did not do. And I think I may have damage because of that. And well done, Alonso. You've given me front wing damage. Shut up. That's the end of the race. Oh yay. Going. So I reckon top 10 will be it. But can we get a good run on Alonso? Maybe into the first corner. Yes, we can. He's going to try and hold it. But we're not going to give him any room because he didn't give us any room either. So there you go. And that's us up to P9. And I reckon this could be our best finishing spot here today in Bahrain, because I basically choked it at the end. Because I reckon I could have defended and possibly even got the race win. But it is what it is. Not everything always goes your way. And clearly it hasn't today. But we're going to try and see if we can get past Vettel, but I don't think we are going to be able to. We go wide at turn 12. And that's pretty much it. We go wide at turn 13. This damage is not helping. But we are catching Vettel. Can we get him into a last corner move? We're going to send it. And I think there's contact as Sergio Perez wins here. And we are going to get Vettel in the final corner. So, P8, it is
the Red Bull
what it
team
is.
are ready and waiting to celebrate a thoroughly well-deserved win. So, Anthony, what made the difference out there today?
I think that smart tyre management on track and very smooth driving definitely assisted in their victory today. That combination meant they got the absolute maximum out of their tyres at all times.
The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everyone at the team. Points that Sergio Perez earned today see him take over the lead in the Drivers' Championship. Some amazing talent out on the track today, but Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
Mick Schumacher gets my vote today.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. Red Bull take over as championship leaders. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
Sergio Perez wins and Max Verstappen makes it a Red Bull 1-2, and this race for us is what could have been. But the right side of it, we did get fastest lap, so somehow, I don't know how, but yeah, we did that. So yeah, I reckon we had solid pace, but just couldn't materialise into anything because I messed up the strategy at the very end. But yeah, in the drivers, it's just how the race results are. Sergio Perez leading by 7 points over Max Verstappen, and in the constructors standings, we are 28 points behind the Red Bulls and 12 points behind Mercedes. So yeah, not ideal, but it is what it is. But then that is going to be it then for the video. I hope you did enjoy watching it. If you did enjoy, think about subscribing to the channel and also hitting the like button. But anyway, that's all from me, so thank you for watching and goodbye.